Good morning, Armin. I'm going to talk through the briefing of the Scenic Gems URL linking that we discussed earlier. So I'll just jump straight into it and we'll see how we go. On the Bright page here, if I scroll down to a Scenic Gem, this See on Map button here, these buttons all need to be linked up. I accidentally clicked it, but that's what I want to do anyway. So what it's done is it's opened up a new tab, and you can see here show marker, Mount Hotham and zoom equals 17. I'll talk about that more in a second. Basically just following a standard formula, and what this is the button has a unique URL attached to it based on a formula which will open up the map page. You'll need to be logged in to WPE member for the map page to load. And what it's done is it's zoomed and centered on Mount Hotham. So Mount Hotham at zoom level 17. So it's pretty simple once you understand what's going on up here. It's the map page, show the marker, Mount Hotham at zoom level 17. So that needs to be implemented across the whole site, and I'll quickly go into that now. I started on the Bright page because this is one extra thing. I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so on the Bright page, how do we do it? We'll come down to keep going. Okay, so the See on Map button, if I click on that to edit it, you can see the button URL, and this %20 here, if I come in, I'll have to click it again, you can see the %20 there, but the browser quickly changes it to a space. %20 is the code for a space, so it doesn't. You don't really need to know it too much. You just need to follow the same formula each time for these URLs. So we've got map, show marker. I'll just click on here. So what you'll need to change for each Scenic Gem is the name. So Mount Hotham with %20 for the space. Then and zoom equals 17. That will always stay the same. So essentially it's just this part here. If you had 3 words, let's say it was Mount Hotham Lookout, it would be Mount %20 Hotham %20 Lookout and zoom equals 17. It needs to have, it is case sensitive, so capital M, capital H, and it is the name that the marker is that you have set up. So there it is there, Mount space Hotham with capital M, capital H. And just quickly, I started, I'm showing you a demo, a page which is Bright, which is a demo page, and the reason I did that, I just wanted to show you that to make this work for logged in and logged out users, I need one page for the demo and an exact copy for logged in users. It's just the easiest way to do things. So you don't really need to know too much about that. Just when you're going down the list and changing all the URLs, if you see a demo page like this one, Bright Demo, don't worry about this page. I'll do these. So just all the others. Back in the button for the Mount Hotham Scenic Gem, the button text should already be populated C on map. And just here on the button target, you can see _blank. That will open it up in a new tab, and that's the way that I would like all of these set up. Everything else remains unchanged. So it really is just the URL and _blank for the buttons. So the next component to brief in is the markers themselves. So sticking with the Bright page as an example, if I just zoom in for a second, I'll get the region marker up. And in the region marker we have a visibility zoom level of 0. The bubble image is already been set by you. And what we are missing is the marker page URL. So if I just go back to the URL for Bright, copy that and paste that in to here. Yeah, and it's remembered HTTPS. That's what is required for the region marker. Click Save. Now the satellite markers need to be set up. So in here, the visibility zoom level is 9 and the marker link name is Bright. So that will need to be set up for each one. That links in the favorite and the viewed coloring. This does not need to be added to the region marker. It just needs to be added to the satellite markers so that the satellite markers are linked to the Bright region marker. And that's most likely case sensitive as well. The marker page URL again for Bright, and click Save. The next thing to do for these markers, if I just zoom out, where is it? Is it this one? Okay. So Mount Hotham, this is a good example actually. You can see that most of the icons for Bright center around this region here. But then there's one marker all the way down here, which is still a part of Bright. So you may need to go back to the Bright page and check off the scenic gems to make sure that you know which are the markers for Bright or whatever other destination it is. So once you know all the markers that are associated with Bright, there is another functionality which has been built in. You may notice that up here now there is a lat and long readout. When I click on the map, it changes. So it's telling you what the lat long is for each spot that I click on. Now, when people, I'll go and show you, when people go to the map, if I zoom out, and then zoom out again, and I come into zoom in, you can see that the region marker is in the center of the screen. There's just as much space down here as what there is up here, left and right. So it is centered on the region marker. Now, and this is another good example that there's a lot of space around here. The map is quite zoomed out. And depending on how far these markers are all the way around here, we might be able to zoom in a little bit closer to engage people more. So if I was to go to zoom level here, we can see that this marker is still within the screen, and that might be a better zoom level to be at. But to further enhance this functionality, with the zoom lat long functionality which I'm about to show you, we will be able to center where my cursor is now. Rather than the map centering on the region marker, we can define where the map zooms to. So in this instance I would want it about here. So where this river comes down just to the left. So let me show you what that looks like. If I come in and click here, I get my zoom lat long reading and copy that. And then I go into the region marker and I put in that zoom lat long. And there it is. Click save. Save again. And update. And then when I refresh this page, okay, so I've refreshed the page, and now if I go to zoom in on bright, you can see now that the region marker is not in the center of the screen. This point here that we clicked is in the center of the screen. So just to recap, the tasks that need to be done is to start from Adelaide and work your way down. When you get to a page that has demo on it, don't worry about it. So just in alphabetical order, working your way down. The pages, each one coming down to each scenic gem. The See on Map button. When that is clicked, a new tab should open up with the marker. In this instance, I think it will work, yep, because I've done this one. Opening up in a new tab and the marker centered in the screen. And there it is there. And eventually, once everything is set up correctly, as you can see, the zoom out zoomed into this reference point here, so everything's nice and in the center. And if any of these markers are clicked, whether it be a region or a satellite, the bright page will open up in the same tab for these ones. So click on there and we'll see that it's not set up, but that should be the bright page in the same page. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully we can get cracking on this soon. Cheers, thank you.